Japanese motorcycles are famous for reliability and performance, but some models have missed the mark entirely. Instead of flying off showroom floors, these bikes are gathering dust and dealerships are practically begging buyers to take them away. Stick around as we count down 7 Japanese motorcycles dealers cannot sell. Number 7. Suzuki Katana. Suzuki aimed to combine retro styling with modern performance, hoping to capture the attention of both longtime fans and new riders looking for something unique. However, despite Suzuki's efforts to blend nostalgia with innovation, the Katana has found itself stuck in a niche that few riders seem interested in occupying. At the heart of the Katana is a 999 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine, capable of producing an impressive 150 horsepower and 74 pound-feet of torque. This powerhouse, derived from the legendary GSX-R 1000, is known for its smooth and consistent power delivery, making it suitable for both spirited rides and daily commuting. The engine's refined nature, paired with a well-tuned 6-speed transmission, ensures that the bike remains responsive and agile even when pushed to its limits. The Katana weighs in at 475 pounds, which is relatively lightweight for a leader-class bike, allowing for nimble handling in urban environments and on twisty back roads. The bike's braking system consists of dual front disc brakes paired with Brembo calipers, providing strong and consistent stopping power. The rear brake setup is a single disc with a Nissan caliper, balancing the braking performance effectively. The suspension system features fully adjustable front forks and a rear monoshock, tuned for a balance between sporty handling and everyday comfort. On paper, the Suzuki Katana should be a hit among riders seeking a versatile and powerful machine. Its retro aesthetic, powerful engine, and agile handling make it seem like the perfect blend of classic inspiration and modern engineering. Yet, despite these qualities, dealerships across the country are struggling to sell them. One of the primary reasons is its high price point. With a starting price of $13,500, the Katana is positioned against similarly powerful but more established models. Additionally, the Katana's riding position has been a topic of debate among potential buyers. While it features a more upright stance than typical sport bikes, which should make it comfortable for longer rides, some riders feel it is caught between a relaxed cruiser position and an aggressive sport bike stance. This in-between nature makes it hard for the Katana to find a clear identity, leaving some riders unsure whether it is meant for relaxed commuting or spirited riding. Another factor impacting the Katana's sales is its competition within Suzuki's own lineup. The GSX ES1000, which shares much of the Katana's engine and performance characteristics, is available at a similar price but offers a more conventional street fighter look that appeals to a broader audience. As a result, many riders prefer the GSX S1000, leaving the Katana overshadowed by its sibling. For many potential buyers, the Katana's retro appeal is not enough to outweigh the practical drawbacks. The bike's limited touring capabilities due to its lack of wind protection and minimalist seating also play a role in its struggle to find a dedicated following. The reality is that the Suzuki Katana's blend of old and new has proven too polarizing. While some enthusiasts appreciate the homage to the original model, most buyers today want something that feels more contemporary. As a result, dealerships are left with unsold stock, and some have even resorted to offering incentives to attract potential buyers. If you thought the Katana's identity crisis was tough, wait until you hear about the next bike on the list, a model that was supposed to dominate the market but instead found itself caught between two very different worlds. Number 6. Yamaha MT 10SP. Supposed to be the ultimate fusion of naked bike agility and superbike power, the Yamaha MT 10SP was designed to dominate the streets. Yamaha aimed to combine the thrilling performance of the R1 with a more upright, street-friendly riding position, promising the best of both worlds. On paper, it appeared to be a recipe for success, but in reality, this bike has struggled to find buyers, often sitting in showrooms despite its impressive specifications. At the heart of the MT-10SP lies a 998 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine derived from the iconic Yamaha R1. This power plant produces an impressive 160 horsepower and 75 pound-feet of torque, delivering rapid acceleration and a visceral riding experience that excites any speed enthusiast. The bike tips the scales at 462 pounds, making it remarkably lightweight for its class and contributing to its agile and nimble handling on both city streets and twisty back roads. The suspension setup features top-tier Öhlins electronic components that automatically adjust to varying conditions, providing a balanced and controlled ride whether cruising or pushing the limits. Braking duties are managed by high-spec Brembo units with dual front discs and a single rear disc, offering excellent stopping power to match the bike's aggressive performance. The bike's ergonomic setup combines a slightly upright seating position with aggressive styling, aiming to strike a balance between comfort and sportiness. The MT-10 SP also features a comprehensive suite of electronics, including multiple riding modes, traction control, a quick shifter, and a full-color TFT display. These advanced systems enhance the riding experience by allowing customization and adaptability for various road conditions. The inclusion of features like cruise control and adjustable suspension settings showcases Yamaha's effort to make the bike suitable for both spirited rides and longer journeys. Despite its cutting-edge technology and thrilling performance, the MT-10 SP faces challenges in attracting a broad audience. One of the most significant issues with the MT-10 SP is its price. Starting at $17,500, it is notably more expensive than other high-performance naked bikes, including its sibling, the MT-09, which offers a similar adrenaline rush at a significantly lower cost. Potential buyers often find it hard to justify the premium, especially when European competitors like the KTM 1290 Super Duke R or BMW S 1000R offer comparable performance with more refined ergonomics and premium finishes. This pricing dilemma positions the MT-10 SP in a difficult spot, as riders seeking power and versatility often lean toward European alternatives or Yamaha's more affordable MT-09. Another challenge is the bike's aggressive styling. The angular design, exposed frame, and futuristic headlight setup give it a distinct polarizing appearance. While some riders appreciate this bold look, others find it unappealing, particularly when compared to the more classic and streamlined aesthetics of other naked bikes. The bike's styling seems to target a niche market rather than appealing to the broader range of naked bike enthusiasts who value a blend of performance and everyday practicality. From a bike that is too aggressive for most to one that is too practical to feel exciting, this next model will surprise you. We put in the effort to uncover the truth behind these struggling models, and if you're finding this breakdown insightful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to keep supporting content like this. Number 5. Honda NM4 Voltus. This bike was designed to look like it came straight out of a science fiction movie. Honda aimed to create a motorcycle that combined cruiser comfort with futuristic aesthetics, but in reality, it left most riders scratching their heads. The unconventional design choices and hybrid nature made it challenging to find a devoted following, and it remains one of Honda's most divisive models. Despite the ambition to blend modern tech with cruiser appeal, the NM4 Voltus struggled to establish its identity. At the heart of the NM4 Voltus lies a 670 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine that generates 53 horsepower and 44 pound-feet of torque, paired with Honda's human-friendly transmission, an automatic gearbox designed for ease of use. The bike aimed to attract new riders looking for convenience. However, the automatic transmission lacked the tactile engagement that motorcycle enthusiasts typically prefer, making it feel unnatural in a machine marketed as a cruiser. Riders accustomed to manual shifting found it underwhelming, as it lacked the connection between rider and machine that traditional gear changes offer. The NM4 Voltus tips the scales at 560 pounds, making it relatively heavy for its power output. The suspension setup includes a telescopic fork at the front and a swing arm with a single shock at the rear, delivering a moderately smooth ride that balances comfort and stability. Braking is handled by a single front disc and a rear disc, providing adequate stopping power but not particularly impressive compared to lighter, more agile bikes. While the bike handles straight roads well, it feels cumbersome in tight corners and less responsive when weaving through urban traffic. This lack of agility further limits its appeal to riders who prioritize maneuverability. The most striking aspect of the NM4 Voltus is its design, a low, elongated profile with sharp, angular lines that appear more like concept art than a practical motorcycle. The distinctive front fairing and dramatically styled bodywork give it a unique silhouette, but most cruiser enthusiasts find the look too radical. In trying to balance futuristic aesthetics with cruiser sensibilities, Honda ended up creating a motorcycle that does not fully satisfy either, alienating both traditionalists and modernists. This bold but divisive styling choice played a significant role in its struggle to attract buyers. One of the most controversial aspects of the NM4 Voltus is its automatic transmission. Marketed as a rider-friendly innovation, it backfired among experienced motorcyclists who value the hands-on experience of manual gear changes. Cruiser riders, who typically appreciate the deep, throaty rumble of a V-twin engine and the deliberate act of shifting gears, found the automatic setup uninspiring. As a result, the New Mexico 4 Voltus failed to appeal to newer riders who found it overly complex and seasoned riders who dismissed it as lacking the soul of a traditional cruiser. Pricing also played a significant role in the NM4 Voltus's poor market reception. With a starting price of $11,200, it positioned itself in a segment where riders expected more power and practicality. Buyers in this price range could easily opt for more traditional cruisers or sport tourers that offered a better balance of performance and everyday usability. The NM4 Voltus's lack of clear identity made it hard for potential buyers to justify the investment, leading many to choose more established models with a clearer purpose. Next up, we have a bike that looked impressive on paper but completely missed the mark when it hit the streets. Number 4. Kawasaki ZH2. Kawasaki intended for it to dominate the hyper-naked category, showcasing the brand's engineering prowess while appealing to thrill-seekers craving unadulterated power. Despite its ambitious design and impressive specifications, the ZH2 has struggled to capture mainstream interest, leaving it as a niche model in a competitive market. At the heart of the ZH2 is a 998 cubic centimeter supercharged inline-4 engine, producing a staggering 197 horsepower and 101 pound-feet of torque. This engine delivers explosive acceleration and high-speed capability, making it one of the most powerful naked bikes ever produced. The bike tips the scales at 525 pounds, which, considering the engine output, is relatively lightweight. The suspension setup features a fully adjustable Showa SFFB-P fork at the front and a Showa monoshock at the rear, providing a balance between sporty handling and ride comfort. Braking duties are handled by dual Brembo-style McCalipers gripping large front discs, complemented by a single rear disc, delivering exceptional stopping power. This combination of power, handling, and braking makes the ZH2 a formidable presence on the road, but also a divisive one. One of the primary reasons the ZH2 has not resonated with the broader market is its sheer power output. While power enthusiasts appreciate the thrill of nearly 200 horsepower on a naked bike, many riders find the performance intimidating for everyday use. The aggressive throttle response, combined with the supercharger's relentless surge, makes the bike less practical for city commuting or relaxed riding. Riders unaccustomed to managing such power often find the ZH2 challenging to control, especially at lower speeds where the throttle can feel abrupt. This makes the bike more suitable for experienced riders seeking adrenaline rather than those looking for a versatile daily commuter. Another significant drawback is the high cost of insurance. Due to its supercharged engine and substantial power output, insurance premiums are considerably higher than those of more conventional naked bikes. This becomes a major deterrent for younger riders or those seeking an affordable performance machine. The high maintenance requirements associated with the supercharged engine further compound the issue. Specialized servicing is often necessary to keep the bike running optimally, making the ZH2 not only expensive to purchase, but also costly to maintain over time. These factors make ownership less appealing to riders looking for a cost-effective naked bike. The aggressive styling of the ZH2 also contributes to its mixed reception. Kawasaki embraced its Suzuki design philosophy, giving the bike angular lines, a muscular stance, and a predatory aesthetic. While some riders appreciate this bold, futuristic look, others find it overly aggressive and lacking the refined elegance seen in European competitors. The visual design, much like the performance, is a bold statement that does not resonate with everyone, particularly those who prefer a more understated naked bike aesthetic. From a pricing perspective, the ZH2 starts at $18,000, positioning it at the higher end of the hyper-naked market. While this price reflects the advanced technology and supercharged engine, it feels steep for a bike that lacks everyday versatility. With more affordable alternatives offering a better balance between power and practicality, the ZH2 struggles to justify its cost, especially when factoring in insurance and maintenance expenses. From an overpowered beast to a bike that once ruled the roads but is now collecting dust, this next entry will surprise you. Number 3. Honda CTX 1300. Honda aimed to create a motorcycle that could handle long-distance travel while retaining the stylish appeal of a cruiser. However, the bike ended up in an awkward position, caught between two distinct motorcycle worlds. This hybrid identity made it difficult to attract a dedicated audience, and despite its solid engineering, the CTX 1300 never gained the traction Honda had anticipated. At the heart of the CTX 1300 is a 1,260 cubic centimeter V4 engine that produces 83 horsepower and 78 pound-feet of torque. This powertrain is known for delivering a smooth, consistent performance, showcasing Honda's signature refined engineering. The bike's weight, tipping the scales at 750 pounds, contributes to its stability on long highway stretches, but makes it somewhat cumbersome in city traffic. The suspension setup features a telescopic fork at the front and a twin-shock configuration at the rear, offering a balanced and comfortable ride suitable for touring. Braking is managed by dual front disc brakes and a single rear disc, providing reliable stopping power to match the bike's size and weight. These features make the CTX 1300 well-equipped for open-road cruising, but less practical for urban maneuvering. One of the main issues with the CTX 1300 is its confusing identity. Honda positioned it as a sport touring cruiser, but in doing so, it failed to capture the essence of either category. Cruiser enthusiasts found it too technical and sporty, lacking the raw, rugged feel they expect. On the other hand, sport touring fans felt it did not possess the agility or aggressive styling typical of the segment. This blurred identity made it hard for potential buyers to see the bike as either a dedicated cruiser or a proper sport tourer, leaving it in a niche that few riders wanted to occupy. Maintenance also posed a challenge. The V4 configuration, while smooth and powerful, requires more complex servicing compared to the more conventional V-twin engines commonly found in cruisers. This higher maintenance cost did not sit well with riders looking for a dependable long-distance machine. Honda's reputation for low-cost maintenance took a hit, as the CTX 1300 did not align with the brand's usual ease of ownership. The perception of increased maintenance complexity and cost further discouraged potential buyers, especially those prioritizing reliability and low upkeep. The price was another sticking point for the CTX 1300. With a starting price of $16,000, it positioned itself in a competitive segment where more specialized touring bikes or dedicated cruisers offered clearer value. Buyers seeking a pure touring experience often opted for models with better luggage options and lower maintenance requirements, while cruiser enthusiasts saw no reason to invest in a bike that leaned too heavily into sport touring characteristics. This pricing strategy put the CTX 1300 in an awkward market position, where neither target demographic felt it offered enough of what they valued. The CTX 1300 serves as a reminder that blending motorcycle genres requires careful consideration of each segment's core values. In this case, Honda's attempt to mix cruiser aesthetics with sport touring functionality resulted in a bike that did not fully satisfy either side, making it a niche product that struggled to resonate with mainstream riders. And if you thought that was an identity crisis, wait till you hear about a sport bike that lost its way. Number 2. Suzuki Hayabusa. With its powerful engine and aerodynamic design, the Hayabusa became an icon among speed enthusiasts and performance junkies. However, the landscape of motorcycling has evolved, and what once made the Hayabusa legendary has now turned into its biggest drawback. As the market shifts towards more versatile and balanced motorcycles, the Hayabusa's single-minded focus on speed feels increasingly outdated. Powering the Hayabusa is a 1,340 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine that produces a formidable 190 horsepower and 106 pound-feet of torque. The bike tips the scales at 587 pounds, making it a substantial machine primarily built for straight-line acceleration rather than nimble handling. The suspension setup features a fully adjustable inverted front fork and a link-type rear shock, providing stability during high-speed runs. Braking is managed by dual front discs with 4-piston calipers and a single rear disc, offering reliable stopping power for a heavyweight sport bike. This combination of powerful performance, robust braking, and stable suspension makes the Hayabusa a beast on the open road, yet somewhat cumbersome in tighter, more technical riding situations. One of the primary reasons for the Hayabusa's decline in popularity is its running costs. Insurance premiums are particularly high due to the bike's reputation as a high-speed machine, often attracting riders looking to push its limits. Maintenance is also costly, as the performance-focused components require meticulous care. Replacing tires frequently, performing valve adjustments, and keeping the engine in peak condition add up to significant expenses. Unlike more practical sport tourers, the Hayabusa demands a financial commitment that extends well beyond its purchase price. This has made ownership more burdensome, particularly as newer models offer better value and reduced upkeep. Another critical issue is the shifting preferences of motorcyclists. While raw power was once the primary attraction, today's riders often prioritize comfort, advanced features, and practical usability. Adventure tourers and sport touring motorcycles have become significantly more popular, as they offer a blend of performance, comfort, and cutting-edge tech. The Hayabusa's uncompromising focus on straight-line speed now seems overly specialized, appealing primarily to a shrinking group of speed purists. As more versatile bikes dominate the market, the Hayabusa's audience has dwindled, leaving it largely overlooked despite its impressive capabilities. Pricing also plays a role in its declining appeal. Starting at $18,500, the Hayabusa positions itself as a premium performance machine. However, many potential buyers find it hard to justify the expense when other bikes offer comparable power with greater versatility and comfort. Compounding this is the high cost of ownership, from maintenance to insurance, which discourages even those who appreciate the bike's raw performance. This combination of high upfront and ongoing costs makes it less attractive to riders who want a machine that fits both their adrenaline cravings and practical needs. Despite its immense power and storied legacy, the Hayabusa is no longer the must-have bike it once was. Dealers are finding it increasingly difficult to move these units, as most modern riders prefer motorcycles that deliver a blend of power, comfort, and usability. The era when sheer speed alone could sell a bike has passed, leaving the Hayabusa to struggle for relevance in a market that now values versatility over raw, unrestrained power. Once a legend on the open road, it now finds itself overshadowed by more balanced and practical motorcycles, a relic of an era where speed was king. And now the #1 Japanese motorcycle that dealerships are desperate to unload, it's a beginner's bike that just cannot keep up. Number 1. Kawasaki Ninja 250. During its prime, it was celebrated as the ultimate entry-level motorcycle, offering just enough power to feel sporty while remaining manageable for those new to riding. For years, it dominated the entry-level sport bike market and became synonymous with reliable performance and affordability. However, the motorcycling landscape has evolved, and what once made the Ninja 250 so appealing now feels outdated, leaving it overshadowed by more modern and capable alternatives. At the core of the Ninja 250 is a 248 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine that produces 29 horsepower and 16 pound-feet of torque. The bike tips the scales at 379 pounds, making it lightweight for a sport bike and easy to handle, especially for newer riders. The suspension setup consists of a telescopic fork at the front and a unitrack single shock at the rear, offering a balanced and comfortable ride suitable for urban commuting. The braking system features a single front disc and a rear disc, providing adequate stopping power for city use and light highway riding. Priced at $4,999 when new, it was marketed as an affordable and approachable option for beginners venturing into the world of motorcycling. The Ninja 250's compact size and low seat height make it particularly well suited for shorter riders or those looking for a manageable first bike. Its ergonomics are relatively neutral, offering a slightly leaned-forward riding position that hints at sportiness without being overly aggressive. This makes it comfortable for daily commuting while still providing a taste of the sport bike experience. The bike's lightweight frame also enhances maneuverability, making it an excellent choice for navigating city streets and squeezing into tight parking spots. However, the bike's biggest issue lies in its outdated engine technology. Unlike newer models that come with fuel injection, the Ninja 250 features a carbureted engine, which requires regular maintenance to keep running smoothly. This is especially problematic in colder climates, where starting can be difficult without proper care. Cleaning and adjusting the carburetors can be a hassle for beginners who prefer a more hands-off experience. Compared to newer entry-level models like the Ninja 400 or Yamaha R3, which offer significantly more horsepower and torque, the Ninja 250 feels underpowered and dated. The bike's limited power output of 29 horsepower means it struggles at highway speeds, especially when carrying a passenger or additional gear. While it is adequate for city commutes and short rides, maintaining speed on long stretches of open road can be challenging. The lack of low-end torque also makes acceleration feel sluggish, particularly when compared to newer bikes that provide a more dynamic and engaging riding experience. Riders who upgrade from the Ninja 250 often notice how much more responsive and powerful the newer models feel. Dealerships have faced challenges in moving remaining units, and even used models see rapid depreciation. Although it was once a legendary choice for beginners, the Ninja 250 has not aged gracefully. Riders looking to enter the sport bike world today have far superior options that offer more power, less maintenance, and greater overall reliability. Nonetheless, the Ninja 250 still holds a nostalgic spot in the hearts of many who took their first rides on one, remembering it as the bike that introduced them to the thrill of motorcycling. That's the list. 7 Japanese motorcycles dealerships just can't get rid of. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next one.